Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Legend Greatness, and this is just going to be a like overview, I guess, of what I did in Act One. It's not everything, not every decision or anything like that, but kind of highlights and stuff that I picked out and try to chop down a little bit so that it, wouldn't be 5 or 6 hours long. So it's just there's going to be a bunch of different points that's going to jump here to there, and I'm just going to kind of commentate here and there about different things going on, what decisions I made. This was my first playthrough. I'm currently on my second one. Not during the first part, or Act 1, I should say, but in Act 2, I got to a point. Was it Act 2 or 3? I can't remember exactly what point it was. I switched it from balance to the easiest difficulty because I was struggling at that point. Now, like going back and doing it again, it's like, oh, I'm on balance on the second one. Oh, that was so much easier, but you kind of know what, like, especially if you haven't played CRPGs, I haven't really played. Did a little bit of 1 and 2, but nothing else outside of that really. And those are harder games. But coming in this and like it just, I was struggling, and I was looking at build videos and shit wasn't making sense. Finally got a hang of stuff, and now I'm like breezing through fights that I had trouble with before, especially like the drawer fight in the Goblin compound, Auntie Ethel. First time around, took several tries. Like this time around, I did it in one fairly easily. But yeah, stuff like that. So I'm just gonna kind of come in and out. Hope you guys enjoy. This is gonna be a pretty long video. And I'm going to do one for Act 1 and 2 and 3. It's just going to take time. I got all the clips and everything. So I hope you guys enjoy, and catch you in a few.
The stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and noted I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away.
Sorry.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
Go away! What the hell are you doing? Tell of my rutting, my virility.
Don't want this puny rutting written down.
Puny! I am strong! I am virile! I am a...
Enough! Oh, a moment ruined. Passion squished like slow goats underfoot. Oh, we leave.
Turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset.
I don't
Zariel,
think I can
the
romance anybody
archdevil
else
herself,
afterwards. I'm on my second
made
playthrough, and
me
I'm
as her
already starting
personal
crying again.
attack dog.
It's just-
I played along until I could get the
I
fuck
can't
out
do
of
it,
there.
man.
But
Can't do it.
devils don't like to lose their
I just can't do
assets.
it. I tried.
Zariel liked it
But-
so little. She sent a bunch of
It's
goons,
just so
so-called
great.
paladins of Tyr, to take me
Compared to
back.
everybody else, especially from the
Problem
get-go,
is,
it's so honest
I'm
and
not
awesome.
going.
It's like a golden retriever
Fuck
outside of
yes.
the battle. And in
They
battle,
cornered me outside the
perfect
toll
barbarian.
house just
Love
up the
it.
hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety, should the need arise.
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger.
I must heal. Is that blood?
Just try it, Zariel!
That ought to do it.
Quite ready for you. Still alive. So that's progress.
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look? Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down. High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an... Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful. Do you want to? I'd like that. Now, let's find that infernal iron before I overheat.
You reckon?
Because I kept messing up.
Are you also
You're supposed to-
pain
if
without
you
purpose is a...
like it.
If...
And I messed up a couple times. But man,
Go
the
on.
character's
I have to see
reaction
this.
to you accepting this is hilarious.
Simply face the...
Just, if you have a chance, look up the different reactions this character might have for this. 'Cause this scene is just it's great, man. Everybody's hilarious during it. You just get your
The
back
pain
to it.
you suffer will cleanse
I don't know
you.
for the,
Do not fight it.
I didn't know about it ahead of time, so I actually went back to go get it. But yeah, man.
Don't wear him out in.
And let you know how many freaky people are in your party.
Pain is proof that we live. Revel in it. That's it!
Not the worst technique, priest. Good wrist movement. Lots of enthusiasm.
You are doing so well! Do not give in now! Yes, you can, child! Take the pain and offer it up to Loviatar. Offer it all. Sweet child, you bore the pain like a true believer. I am proud to have served you this penance. As did I, dear one. Loviatar herself found your performance inspiring. She has deemed you worthy of her blessing. And on a personal note, thank you. That was positively divine.
You can do better than that.
Well,
Grush,
whatever you're into.
see that again.
That was not what I
If you
expected to
can
see
do the
today.
penance thing too.
So this one's weird. I don't know what the triggers are for this scene in particular, but on my second playthrough,
Hey,
I got
soldier.
it after you
You want
saved
to
the
sleep,
goblin
are you?
camp. This one was before. I don't know if it's how many.
I'm buzzing, honestly.
rest you have in
I couldn't
between
wait to
what
talk
you've
to
done
you.
Up to that point, if anyone
Isn't it
knows,
mad?
to drop down in the comments.
How
please.
good life is. Thank the gods. I was afraid I was the only one. 10 years is a long time to be trapped in the hells. 10 years without a kind word. A touch. When I look at you, I feel real again. Alive. Gods, I want to ride you till you see stars. I'm sorry. I shouldn't tease you, or myself. I'd give anything to touch you, but I can't. Not until I can be sure I won't burn you. Sleep on it, maybe. If you've thought of something by morning, I'd love to know. For now, it's enough just to know you care enough to try.
I totally forgot to fully investigate. The
You're
Ox
addressing
in
me?
Act 2.
A humble
So I don't know
ox.
what he does.
How
or what his deal
quaint.
is. If it's a he. But yeah, sketchy ass ox. I totally forgot about it in my second playthrough, so I'll probably go back when I do Dirge, which I plan on doing for a third playthrough. Totally figure out this freaking ox.
Something's
I don't like it.
off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No. You are incapable. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Move. Move along. I mean, move.
And for this scene, this is just
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here, I hate it. This is awful. Enjoy myself? There's a worm in my brain. I'm surrounded by idiots, and all I've got to drink is wine that tastes like vinegar. I'm just looking for a little more excitement, a little more fun. By the hells, sex, my dear. A night of passion. Not with you, just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? Ugh, no. Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible, and with such lovely company. With you, and just lately, I feel like I can remember what it's like to be good. I tried in the beginning. Blew up in my face spectacularly. Lesson learned, never try to befriend a devil, cambion, or imp. Orphans are good for a drink and joke, but you can't turn your back on them. But hey, enough about that. That's history now. I want to think about the future. The one nice thing about being trapped in the inexorable grind of time is you've always got something to look forward to. Me too. I don't think I've ever looked forward to anything as much. You better go enjoy the party before I do something I'll regret. I like you unburnt, after all. Bye, soldier.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? I think you'll find I've been showing ample concern for myself since the moment we met. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong.
Shadowheart trails off and glances around at the party. She turns back to you, mildly surprised you're still there.
I thought you might have wanted to mingle with the others. No, but I thought you might be keen to get away from me. We haven't always seen eye to eye, after all. Besides, I'm sure there's plenty of people who'll be keen to celebrate most thoroughly with you. You're putting words in my mouth. I never said I disliked you. It's just, we have some work to do to get on each other's good sides. And yes, I'm sure there's someone out there for you. Gale's been stealing a glance or three in your direction. Maybe you would, but I'm not cruel enough to get your hopes up, in spite of what some might believe. Keep prodding, and maybe you'll find out for certain. Now on you go, and happy hunting. What, some advice on how to make me more bearable? All right, if you like. I'm not half as mysterious as you might think. Respect my privacy, my beliefs. Keep us focused on finding a cure. If you do that, well, I see no reason why we shouldn't get closer. Now, enough about me. You should go see who'd like to spend the night with the savior of the grove.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. A pity for us both you've turned your back on me so often. Vlaakith demands of me no less. If only you'd earned the right to lay at my side. Come morning, you will wonder. You will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the Goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Aha, there you are! Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night. Why, you're naming, quite obviously. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all. Grovekeeper? Are you a gardener? We aim to cultivate mystery, not shrubbery. No, your actions in the grove were most heroic. But I'm afraid this is a matter of style, not sentiment. Back to the revelry with you. I'll give the matter some thought in small council.
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of the celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight.
By a Geraorn's lost nose! No!
I speak of Tara, my Tressim, assistant, my constant companion through all the ills and tribulations my hubris has thrust upon me. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently, after I was afflicted with my condition. and locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I'd given up on myself, but Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve. Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you, an unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish she were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope. Sadly not. If I'm being entirely honest, my social circle is rather small. More of a dot. Or a pinhead. I've got acquaintances, certainly. Plenty of colleagues. Friends? Those are precious indeed. I hope, though we've only known each other for a short time, I might be able to count you among that number. Wine is to wit as meat is to... Oh, can't bloody remember it. There I go then, proving your point. Perhaps we'd better leave it at that. Mine eloquent tongue isn't worthy of your ear at present. Go, indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Oh, the blade doesn't sulk. I was just reflecting on what has happened and not wanting to be Mr. Serious at a celebration. I can say it even more nicely. I'm soberly pondering my state of affairs and not wishing to drag a single happy soul into a state of melancholy. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see, and the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so monstrous. I feel spikes beginning to sprout in places they really shouldn't. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
Tiefling queens, frightful and fierce.
That's more like it. How many goblins did we kill? 10?
Let's make it 20.
That's my girl.
Cheers to you, soldier. And to me, if I do say so myself.
We should go down and see the water.
What for? It's all dark and muddy.
Private, too.
So? Oh. Oh.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles. With a profane flush of arousal, you realize she may well be doing the same.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. May Sylvanus guide us.
Oh, hi. Sad. I couldn't let myself feel sad in the Hells. Letting my guard down would have been a death sentence. And letting, say, a Cambion near me would have been disastrous. I thought it best to just keep my distance. But loneliness that deep gets into the marrow. Now that I'm here, among friends, I can feel it burning out of me. Little by little, step by step. Where would you start? You give me chills, baby. No mean feat at my temperature. Gods, we better find a way to cool me off soon. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will
So
have
I
an
get these two
explanation.
to stop
or your
fighting,
head.
right? Lae'zel and
Walk
Shadowheart.
No.
And then afterwards, Lae'zel
I
wanted
won't
to
warn you
bang me,
again.
which I thought was weird. I didn't know that that could trigger for stopping her from getting killed.
lae'zel thinks I have
But-
something important to her people.
Yeah. So
She's
yeah, I
deluded,
did. Why not, right?
She carries an heirloom of my
Karlak said it was cool up to
must
this
know
point,
why.
so might as well. So I was in a, I guess not a, I guess a on again, off again
Incorrect.
sexual
Judicious
encountership with
bloodletting settles
Lae'zel
feuds and
early
roots out the
on
weak.
until, you know, Act 2.
Do you hear this,
when you can
Tripe?
finally log in
Our
Karlak.
lives are at
and then
stake,
for
and
the
she
rest of
wants
the
us
game,
to
it was
turn on
Karlak.
each other.
No
But I just thought
others.
this was just
Just
weird.
you
Like
and
the,
me.
afterwards, everything up here made sense until like, she's like, "Who does that?" I saved you from dying. Now you're so hot now. I love you.
You hear that, lae'zel? It's called common sense.
Tisk. You seek reason and dishonor. The bad blood must be purged. A jewel come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, lae'zel. You'll need it. You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned. She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
surrender. A disgusting notion.
You had better warm to that notion very rapidly, or your journey ends here. We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance. But much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored. That is not for you to know. Leave it at that. If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Speak. It is over where I am concerned. It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor. I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland. Now, well, you've earned my respect and more still. You've proven your wits. You are efficient and dominant, in and out of battle. You've proven your courage. I swear you would tear the horns off one dragon to plunge into another. And you're hardly bland. Your scent alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end. Isn't it obvious? I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later. But I want it all the same. Do you? Yes. Perhaps one night soon, I will come to your bunk and take what is mine. Until that night comes, I shall keep enjoying your scent. You must, Astarion. But give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
I do so very like spicy food.
And then it'll be just you, your parasite, and the wild yonder. I'm sure you'd manage. But this old girl's got a few things to do before it comes to that.
Spicy scene incoming. For anybody that cares for that kind of thing, you don't want to see it, you can skip ahead if you're fine with watching it.
I've come to sate you and be sated. I lead, you follow. So you think. Let's see if you're right. Gith train relentlessly. We know our bodies inside and out. Let me show you. Close your eyes and submit. I am ready.
You awake in pain. Your back, your hands, even your tongue ache.
It's time to rise. Dawn is upon us. Time for pleasure has passed. I might take more later, should my whims so carry me. Up now. The sun soon rises.
Every breath, every blink proves exhausting. A long day awaits you. Every cell within her
Minor
skull
spoilers. No
bursts
matter what
into a
happens here,
constellation of
lae'zel doesn't
fragments,
die, but in the moment, oh, I thought she was dead. I kept missing
lae'zel
checks.
will die
I was like,
if she
man, I'm about to
remains.
restart this save. This is gonna suck. She gonna get killed. I like her. I need her in this. Like,
So we're
it
just
was a
gonna
very
stand here
scary
and let
scene
it kill
first
her?
time through.
Is that the plan?
Unfortunately, it doesn't really mean anything.
Narrows.
I
You
kind
sense
of wish it
myriad
did.
specters of
I mean, I guess if
Githyanki
you
past.
you do have to fight pretty much
This is
everybody
their
in, you know, in the Githyanki crash, but
This is their anguish.
it's one of those doesn't really matter in a grand scale of things. Also, the crash is tough, man. At least first time through. It's probably not gonna be as bad as second time through, but first time
The pain
through,
is too great.
especially not having
The
great
visions
build
flicker.
synergy and stuff, I
Refuse to
was
come into
struggling to do
focus.
it.
Yes, child. Fate's her will.
Your marrow quakes within your bones. Behind the pain, a new sensation rises. Power.
Remove her!
The device is too powerful. You hold no sway over it.
Enough! Damn it all! The parasite. I still feel it. I am Githyanki. I will not be gay.
My life's work gone. And yet she lives. And so does her parasite.
Her voice cuts with a fanatical edge, an obsession bordering on mania. If there's a chance the parasite lives, she wants it.
You're lying. You're protecting it. We must extract it as soon as possible. Wait here. I will gather my tools.
No! I followed the protocol! I must be cleansed!
That was too close. You were lucky I was there to save you once again.
Design sent to sabotage the astral prisons. Our last defense against the return of the Enlithid Empire. As long as they live, the prison is compromised. Kill them!
How I would react to the thing.
do this, and I will cleanse you and your allies. Do this and ascend!
I have the full ending.
Ascension. My queen. An honor gained. A burden borne. Choose. But know this. The cost of refusal is great.
Not merely great, lae'zel.
Yeah, just amazing.
Eternal.
Rewatching footage was like, man, I pissed off at everybody. All the people were like, you should do this. Like, nah. Like Miles.
You are being lied to. I will be obeyed!
Skva! Do not defy my queen!
So stuff like that. A lot of bad crossing of bad people I didn't forget. A whole lot.
Use the Planecaster's power to enter the artifact. Be wary of the creature's lying tongue. Cut it out if you must. You will not leave this room until it is done.
Barna's in. Our each step with purpose.
Not in the habit of arguing with gods, but I'm not sure what to do. Whatever might be corrupted about the prism, it's helped us thus far. Not sure I trust the Gift Queen not to crush us once we've done what she asks.
I use this weapon a lot during, especially Act 2 and the rest of the got some just heard that it was less hard to fight if you were trying to stay that way and not break it. Or you could just buy it back. But I found out later, I didn't break it till the very end. I'm on a decision I thought was the right decision to make, but whatever. We'll get to that in Act 3, but also multi-class with Bard for a little bit. I really liked the multi-class between Bard and Paladin. It was really fun. Liked it a lot.
We have a lot to think about. Let's do it far away from this place.
Play it as a, as a whole, and with more knowledge now, and see how that build would turn out. And yeah, let's see. It's pretty much coming to the end. I'm gonna end Act 1 where you talk to Elminster, because I didn't get the.
Ever since we shared each other's flesh, I've caught you looking at me with lidded eyes. And either like a coward or a fool, you tremble. Perhaps the parasite has weakened you. Or perhaps you still long for my taste.
I want to get them all out by the end of this month. We'll see how it goes in January when I'm talking about it.
I never promised more than a night. Though I can't deny the lure of your taste. Sweet, yes. But also bitter as ginger. Tempt me.
Maybe I'll just do an overview ahead of time and then set something up and then let it all play. Let me know how I can make this a little better for you guys. Anyway,
yes.
Hope you enjoyed. My name's Legend Greatness.
I have the pick of Faerun's litter.
I'll catch you guys next time.
Though all I see are runts. They are the rule. You are the exception. Very well. I will claim you once you have taken to rest. Why would a lesser act spark greater desire in you? Overheated grappling that wastefully eats into time better spent resting our muscles. I remember your heartbeat from before. Quick, light, like a frightened rabbit. I'll keep your request in mind. Perform well, and perhaps I'll consider it. Enough! I have given you my word. Do not be late.
lae'zel appears at your bunk, her eyes raging with desire. You suspect you won't be getting much sleep tonight.
I'm sure. I trust you. I don't remember how it started. Only how it ended. I was fleeing. She asked my name. I can't remember what I said. I can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shah. It hurts. That's all I remember.
You remember that it is common amongst Selûne's followers to send their children into the woods alone, a rite of passage to find their way home. Perhaps this one has gone awry.
You're reading too much into things. A childhood bauble, that's all. Just because Selûnites claim something doesn't mean they own it. Lady Shah. But yes, her and those who saved me and taught me her ways. The Mother Superior. She made me who I am. At least as best as I can remember. She taught me, trained me, punished me when I failed her, which was often. Perhaps I was. She sent me on this mission, after all.
Ebb, come, flow, come, all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.